See if I get the timer started real quick. Layout percent. Alright, thanks for the good luck, everybody. So yeah, beginning of the game has a lot of cutscenes, so there might be a lot of me just kind of sitting and chilling. Also, the speedrun community does allow turbo controllers, so when matching through cutscenes, you'll probably see that I'm not probably not even holding the controller, legit. Because the reason they allow it is because they let you. So it helps you for matching cutscenes, but it hurts you for everything else because the game has a lot of anti-cheating in terms of turbo controller. So like you'll miss your time hits and time blocks. So here we go. First movement. So what to say about here? There's specific frames where I'm doing my attacks here so that I can try and manipulate the RNG from the enemies, the terrapins. So that they'll hopefully do only one punch. Alright, and I got it. So that saves a lot of time, like anywhere between, they can save roughly anywhere between 2 to 12 seconds, depending on how many punches you get. And then coming up is the Bowser fight. So not much to say here. There's really no execution whatsoever on this fight. You just jump on the untimed jump on the chain twice. And then that should be the end of the fight. And then yeah, there's a lot more cutscenes and text to go through. Which I actually don't know the total amount of time it takes to get through this until you start moving again. It might be like 2 minutes, roughly. Something like that. Anything that I should talk about in the run? So big things. Oh yeah, apologies if you're hearing any kind of audio issues, like a ringing noise. I honestly don't know what happened with my webcam / mic. My webcam, my mic is built into the webcam, and I think the wire might be damaged, possibly. So sometimes when I move it around too much, then it like causes that noise to happen. But I didn't really get to troubleshoot before starting the run, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, this game is a lot about frames. Getting timed hits. So getting your timed hits. So you press any of the face buttons, like A, B, X, or Y, to land a hit, so that you when you're attacking or defending certain moves, certain attacks, then you'll take a reduced amount of damage, or you can even take 0 damage if you block close to frame perfect. And you can increase your damage output by either 50% or by 50% or 100% if you get a full timed hit. Yeah, so back to movement again. Going to, was this Vista Hill? We're well trying to get back to Bowser's Keep, and then you know the story. If you've played through the game, you know the story, and if not, then a new enemy group called the Smithy Gang is taking over Bowser's castle and releasing monsters in it. They flung Mario, Bowser, and Peach out of the castle. So yeah, I feel that mostly for the early game, making sure that you land your timed hits and time blocks is like probably the most important and most technical part of the run. Because even though I think it's fairly easy to learn to land your time hits and time blocks properly, but consistently getting it throughout a run is what makes it difficult. Because every now and then you can just miss once because you're like early by a frame or late by a frame. Alright, so skipping tutorials, just saying no to these parts, so I don't want to know about timed hits and don't want to know how to heal myself and use items. Alright, so on to, what is this, Mushroom Way? So yeah, mostly just trying to avoid encounters, like weaving around and jumping over Goombas. So I want to grab that flower tab over there. And then got a fight coming up, which is so the Hammer Bros, which kind of sometimes can gain or lose you some time if they do their hammer time attack. Ooh, I have timed that block. So what you want to do is full time jumps on one on each, and then I want to do just a normal punch afterwards. And yeah, Japanese version, yeah, it saves time over text basically. It's like all it's used for this run. Yeah, roughly like 9-ish minutes. 9 to 10 minutes. Oh, I think I didn't disable the splits fully, so now my timer is just red instead of green. Whatever, it looks cooler that way. But anyways, got hit by one hammer time, so it's not the worst in terms of RNG. So here I'm gonna sell a mushroom and the flower box that I got. Buy 5 of these, 4 of these, 4 of these, 1 of this, and 1 of that. Couldn't even tell you what items that I was getting. I would probably just distract myself if I tried. So I bought a hammer, a shirt for Mario, and what's it called? The jump it's like jump ring to equip for Mario to increase his jump damage. So yeah, the items I bought was what, I think 5 pick-me-ups, no, 5 honey syrups, 4 pick-me-ups, and 4 able juices, which some of them you might need. Some of them you might need in case things go wrong in a fight. So pick me up to revive like a fallen character. Able juice to cure statuses like fear, muting, sleep, and things like that. And then honey syrup to restore 10 FP. Which is pretty well routed throughout the run so that you can be able to win fights easily. Or win fights early, I should say. Anything else to talk about? So I'm gonna manipulate the camera a little bit. Whoops, I messed up. So by getting into the cutscene a little further to that side, the camera will like won't shift over as much, which is much slower than you actually walking over there. So first party member coming up, Mallow. This lovable, marshmallow looking tadpole. So yeah, that one hidden chest I got just now, I think that's the only missable one throughout the game. If you don't get that from jumping off of that toad's head at that point of the game, I don't think you can get it throughout the rest of the game. Or throughout the rest of the playthrough. Just kind of a weird bait, because later on when you get an item called the signal ring, then you can, it makes a chime whenever there's a hidden block somewhere in that room. And so you can just spend forever, and it's way past the point of like where you can't get it again in the game. So then you can spend like forever trying to find it in that room specifically. Which I think is weird, very weird mistake to make. Or the developers are just huge trolls, possibly. So, if you jump on the left side of that flower, it'll allow you to jump diagonally upright. So I get the Cara Cola there, which I'm going to use to pretty much to sell for money later on. So it's worth 200 coins, so I'm going to need it during a great sale that comes up later on. I also... because the marathon, like, normally people will, like, safety save in case you get bad RNG or something goes wrong, but I forgot to. So I'm a little scared, to be honest, with this part. Because if I get bad enough RNG, or if I make enough mistakes to die to Croco, I might have to actually just start the run over. If that happens, I'm so sorry, but I will probably play extremely safe to try and prevent it. So, Croco's a little bit RNG as well. Where he moves to is just random. So, just gotta chase after him, touch him from behind 3 times. That was very lucky. Oh yeah, and when I grabbed that star, I needed to hit at least 10 enemies to gain a level with Mario. And here, Mallow's too weak to really attack, so I'm just gonna jump on him and defend with Mallow until I'm running out of FP. Until I'm about to run out of FP, then I restore FP with Mallow. I kind of just hope he doesn't get killed by a bomb, because you can't block them at all. Alright, that's lucky. So yeah, this fight should go well, so probably didn't need to safety save, fortunately. Though there is a chance that Mario might die. If Croco throws a bomb in the next 2 turns on Mario, then he's dead. Miss! Oh, I was hoping. So, that's the end of the fight. Mallow just threatening to punch him again. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to split in this run, because, marathons... I don't know, usually you're not really trying to PB in marathons, unless if it's like a really, really free one. Yeah, so I'm gonna safety save here, just in case. Because, what's coming up, known as the Mack skip, which... So the first, like, major boss of the game, Mack, he, gives you a star piece when you beat him, but, yeah, you can skip the fight if I execute it correctly, which, if I miss, then I'll have wasted 45 seconds and have to reset and try again. It's not too hard to set up, but... There it is. Yeah, so jumping over the trigger, the loading trigger to fight the boss. 1 second. Alright, so first boss completed, or skipped, really. But yeah, so you talk to the Chancellor like you're normally supposed to after you beat Mack, but you talk to him before fighting Mack and it just completely skips the fight. Yeah, I think usually runners can they'll usually hit the skip at least like 90% of the time. Like I know every now and then I mess it, every now and then I fail it, but I usually hit it more often than not. And I'm probably a lot less consistent than like most runners anyway. Alright, so Pandarite, also heavily RNG based too. So what I'm gonna hope for, because it's a marathon, I really hope he doesn't use Scream on Mario. Alright, that's kind of unlucky, but could be worse. Alright, rip Mallow. Alright, so hit all my 3 time jumps, because that enemy, I think, has exactly 300 HP, so your jumps do exactly 300 damage in total. It's like 99 twice, and then 102 the 3rd time. So next, slightly scary part, getting this star. Making sure I have the right movement to hit 8 rats. Alright, barely got it, but I got it. Oh no! This might be dicey now. Oh, never mind. I'm good. Just like, little bit of John's, but freaking... It is extremely cold at home. My hands are like... my hands are like ice cubes right now. So I feel like the pain is affecting me a little bit. So he always does a physical attack on his first turn. And I'm gonna hope here that on his second turn he doesn't use Sleep Sauce and just does a physical attack. Like licks again. Alright, nice. So that's much faster than if he does Sleep Sauce in turn 2 on anybody. Alright, so he always, that's also scripted, he always turns Mario into a scarecrow on the 3rd turn. Or when you do enough damage, anyway. So it's usually 3rd turn. So yeah, getting close to killing him. Just probably need to hit one more time jump and that should be it. So ideally there you want him to use his physical again instead of Scrofunk or Sleep Sauce. Got it free. So I'm gonna raise Mallow's physical attack here because the upcoming boss, you mostly just like spam physicals next turn. So yeah, when you get Scarecrow status, what happens? You can't use your normal attack. You can't use items, and you can't use your A button for attacks as well. So you can use specials and you can defend. That's about it. Alright, so skipping the tutorial down there. So, falling down Midas River. Going down the waterfall part, you want to get 13 coins. And as many frog coins that are in your path. Which, I actually don't know exactly how many frog coins there are. Might be 4. At the end, for the barrel jumping part, you want to end this whole thing with a total of 60 normal coins, so that you're given 1 frog coin as a bonus, which you need later to buy certain items that help in the run. And I've definitely messed up this part more than I care to mention. So usually I think I can get away with reading chat or something, and then I try to look over, or I'm like way too brain dead and I just like don't look briefly, or like fall asleep at the wheel and don't react in time. So want to avoid the fishes because I think you lose like 5 coins if you get hit by them, which could cause you to get less than 60 coins at the end of the river. Which then you have to find a way to get 1 extra frog coin during the route. Which you usually do by jumping on Wiggler 10 times to get a frog coin. Alright, so I got 60, I think. Yeah. So yeah, getting exactly 60 skips 1 extra text box. The Toad's like, I'll hold the remaining coins for you. But if you have 0, he doesn't say it, so it saves like 1 second. Excuse me. So yeah, barrel jumping was easy peasy. So yeah, these tadpoles they heard Mario can jump higher than a box of frogs, so the legends about Mario being able to jump insanely high. Oh, jeez. It's funny, I just realized that I didn't change my stream, my stream title. I choked. Holy moly. I gotta edit that later. When I find a long enough cutscene, then I'll do it. So I can't do it right now because I'll probably forget while going through this cutscene to say no to Frogfush's repeating himself, saying something. I've definitely done that by mistake too. Just brain dead errors where you're not paying attention and then you get got. Alright, there you go. Pardon me. Got a bit of a cold yesterday morning. Almost better now, but a little bit of sniffles and starting to sneeze. Sore throat's completely gone, so that's nice, at least. So yeah, I bought 2 sleepy bombs and an energizer. Sleepy bombs are used way later in the run. One of them's to throw at Johnny's minions when you're fighting him, so that they don't get their turn to attack before Mario gets to do his super jumps at that point of the run. Other one's for Gun Yolk, which is like it's like the second last fight in the game. Thanks for the bless yous, chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, honestly, I've never seen a chat this poppin' before, so I'm actually having a hard time like reading and replying to everyone. I've been reading a lot, but then I'm also thinking I shouldn't miss out on information about the game too. And occasional Johnny about being cold and being sick, etc., etc. Okay, so here I'm gonna buy what is it? Two wake-up pins, which is used basically to prevent sleep status, and mute, which disables your special attacks. The Y button. Because there's some enemies coming up in the run that are a problem for that. Frog coins are worth so much they never showed up in another Mario game. Yeah, it's kind of weird that frog coins are frog coins and frogs were such a thing in this game. So there you tell the kid that you are not actually Mario, because it's faster than saying yes you are Mario, because he wants you to prove it by jumping if you say yes, but then if you say no, he's just like, oh, you're fake. So here's an extremely long cutscene coming up as well. With Mario getting knocked out. So I'm saying this now just to remind myself to safety save. So I'm gonna safety save right now to wait, what is the reason? So I'm gonna do wiggler jumps, and sometimes it can be extremely costly to mess up. Sometimes you can mess up and it won't be too bad, but sometimes you can completely destroy a run just by like making one simple mistake. And it can be like as minor as just like not tapping like up on the D-pad like briefly for like a couple frames. Missing your jump by a couple pixels, like stuff like that. Because they're only bathroom breaks, so you have to tinkle, go, go, go. Actually, pretty often I do. Since I drink water, I either go to refill water or go to pee at this point. But yeah, this is. I think that cutscene's about 70 seconds long. It's like. I think it's the longest cutscene in this category, at least. All right, so safety save in here. Because I don't want to happen to get destroyed by mistakes. Wigglers can really go in. Like if you get into an encounter and you encounter 2 wigglers and happen to fail to escape. If you happen to fail to escape as well, then 2 of them. If there's 2 of them, if you get hit by 2 sandstorms, then you just die automatically. So, because you can't block it. I usually have the hardest time getting the first wiggler jump. Because sometimes he'll give a hard path, and sometimes he'll just like not position correctly in time and misalign myself for like land in front of his head instead of on his head and get into an encounter. So it can be scary. So we want to get 7 frog coins. I've gotten 3 so far, I think. And yeah, the wigglers can take, I think 6 different paths of movement. Some of them's like straight lines and then turn, then straight line. And some are zigzags. So of course the zigzag patterns are harder. Especially when they go behind the tree trunk. It's like the worst one, probably. So I need 1 more, I think. Alright, that's like the easiest path, this one. Alright. Got all 7, I think. Chat, tell me if I miscounted, because I'll laugh really hard if I mess that up. I find often there's a wiggler that will run in my way if I get all 7. So I'm confident that I got all of them. So there's a hidden Caracara behind that guy that you want to get. More for money later, when I get to Seaside Town. Yeah, the wigglers don't turn red in this game. That's actually something very different, because I think ever since Super Mario World, they've like turned red when they're angry. Yeah, I also got very lucky with the wiggler jumps. I got a lot of easy patterns, but I also successfully executed on the hard ones as well. But it's like, would I have been able to do consistently? Who knows? Just check my inventory, I should have 12 right now. You're right, good sir. Well, too late for me to check now, but it is what it is. I'll check when I get to Mobile, though. So, yet again forgot to safety save before this fight, too. Uh-oh. So there is a very slight chance that I could get an unwinnable pattern in this fight, but I've had it happen once ever in a run, so... Actually, very recently, like a week ago. So there's a very long cutscene as well. So, the meeting of Geno, everybody's beloved hero. Geno for Smash Ultimate. So what's there to talk about for this fight? There's a lot of technical stuff to talk about in this fight, but I actually don't fully know it. So, if you do your turns in a certain order, then you can kind of script the fight in a way. Boyer here disables your buttons, either A, X, or Y. So, in the beginning of the fight, he has kind of like a counter for for each action that you take. So if I do a specific order of like normal attack with Geno, jump with Mario, boost Geno with the Energizer, and then normal attack, jump, and then normal attack with Mallow, he always disables the A button, I think. Ooh, was hoping to freebie that, but did not. I think there's a 13% chance to freebie it, so you're more often not gonna get it. Yeah, so A button's disabled. So I'm gonna hope he bolts Mallow. Alright, there's a small chance I could get the unwinnable pattern on this fight. Which, if I actually ruin this run because of that, I'll apologize a lot. Alright, no. It's not gonna be unwinnable. If he bolted on Mario, then that might have been unwinnable. Alright, so I'm gonna use Froggy Drake to heal both characters. And so yeah, I'm just gonna spam a Geno beam basically for the rest of the fight. Well, until after the next Geno beam, then assuming Mario's alive for the rest of the fight, then I will I'm gonna do a punch with Geno and then jump with Mario, because it's a little bit faster. In addition to that, I'm gonna hope Geno doesn't get hit by Bolt, otherwise I might be screwed. So yeah, those lightning orbs are really slow, but at least I got through the fight, if anything. Yeah. If you save at the beginning, go through the game grinding to max levels. Game over, you get some sort of new game plus. Kinda. That's a good question. If you like go through that whole thing, go through the whole game without saving, and like since you keep all your EXP and your learned moves, then damn, you can just like go in and just like jump on everything to death. You get new game plus. I kind of want to do that and just like kill myself and then stomp the game. My gosh, that'd be long though. Start the game at level 30, Mario. Jeez, yeah, you could probably like, you could probably do like 5. You could probably do that in 5 hours to like destroy the game. Alright, so Mobile. Love this music coming up. Alright, so what am I buying here? All the weapons. And 4 work pants. And so you want to equip all of that on everybody. So I'm just going to double check that I have... Okay, I have 12 frog coins, so the wiggler jumps are fine. So Bowser yet again. Most of his troops ran away while he was creating a crusade to take back his castle since he's been kicked out. So yeah, just say yes on the top to the to these moles. Try to avoid encounters everywhere. And then yeah, you gotta bonk your head here so that Croco steals your stuff. Well, to make Croco come out in general, so here is the Croco 2 fight. So something I gotta preemptively apologize for as well, so I think I hear it coming, but... So my furnace is not broken, but it's like sort of busted, where it, the fan belt is caught internally, and so we had a guy look at it to fix it, to try and fix it, but we haven't gotten it fixed yet. So it makes really loud screeching noises at random times, so... We'll see if it happens. Missed the first turn. That's so unlucky. Holy moly. So, Croco 2 is an RNG mess, because... First of all, you can miss physicals, which is really bad. Croco throwing bombs, too, is not good, because it'll one-shot both Mario and Mallow. I got extremely lucky that he threw it at Geno for the first turn, but I was unlucky that Geno missed on his first turn. So that could have offset the luck. But fortunately, Croco did a physical for a second turn, so I think I'll get to phase 2 safely. Without anyone dying. Yeah. So phase 2, he won't throw bombs anymore, and you can block all of his attacks here. So this attack, Chomp. Oh, you missed. Ooh, Mallow missed too. That's rare. I haven't seen Mallow miss in a while. It's like always Geno, like every time. Which gets me more salty, because I'm like, why couldn't Mallow have missed? He's the one who does less damage. So yeah, every time Croco does an attack where he searches in his bag, it wastes a bit of time as well. His attacks are extremely slow. So you want him to do physical attacks, but seems really rare. The second time you fight Croco. Wow, this is a lot of misses. Jeez. 3 misses. But I am getting the block timing for all the chomps, so that's good. So here, gonna hope he drops a flower box for the end of this fight, and he did not. So it's like about a 25% chance for him to drop one. Which you can sell for 500 coins, which is the big reason to get it. So you can buy 2 extra ice bombs later on in the fight, later on through the game. Which matters a lot, because usually people play through the game casually. They don't usually people don't know that the bombs are actually really broken. They're pretty broken items, and so Alright, so here's a star. I hope for good luck. This fireball can sometimes just spawn late. Oh shoot. Okay, I didn't want to risk it, so... That fireball in that other room can sometimes just spawn extremely late. And, you might not get it by the time that your star runs up. But I do need the coins back here. So I'm gonna hope to not get into an encounter. Oh wow, you took really long to spawn again after. So here comes the boss, Punchinello, who... it's like pretty RNG, I guess. Like the fight is mostly set like you pretty much just spam attacks at him. There's like not a lot of additional skill to the fight aside from like trying not to mistime your attacks and trying not to mistime your blocks. And then the fight usually will go like fairly smooth. It's just one big RNG thing where he has this 1 in 7 chance to use Sandstorm, which is a AoE magic attack he does, and so it'll do some damage and it causes fear on your characters, and so fear you do half damage and you take was it like 50% more damage as well? But yeah, it's like a 1 in 7 chance to do it, so it's supposed to be really rare for him to do it in a fight, but... I think out of the last, like, 22 fights that I've had with him, he's done it like 19 times, so... This is incredibly unlucky. Looks like he's not gonna do it this time either. So yeah, I mistimed some attacks. Or, not some attacks. I mistimed some blocks with some characters. So, it was looking a little bit dangerous if he happened to use Sandstorm at any point of the fight. Punchinello. So next safety save I'm gonna do is at inside Booster's Tower, just in case. So I don't want to have to do backup strats in case I mess up. Just rather reset. So yeah, Giganto Bomb, which crushes him. Wow, I inherently thought that I needed to split. I was like about to reach for my... Whoops. So yeah, coming up next, pretty fun section of the game, the minecarts. I'm not particularly good at it, to be honest. Yeah, you collect mushrooms, boost through the minecart, and yeah, try to avoid crashing. So you've got, what is it, B button to jump, A or Y to break, and X to use your boost when you have a mushroom. Yeah, I'm playing on Wii VC right now, in Japanese. I do have a Japanese SNES, it's like, off camera, but it's that way. But Wii VC has a 1 frame input delay compared to console, so I'm not used to that 1 frame. So it affects me for super jumps. So I'm not good at getting it on SNES. Just like my friend who taught me this game, she can't do super jumps on Wii VC because she's like fully used to console. Like the 1 frame matters like that much. So I'd have to practice it and relearn the timing, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Alright, so minecart. Y'all in chat can guess what time I'm gonna get. Oh, that's already a brutal error. So if I make no mistakes, I generally get around 157. I already made one mistake, so that's gonna cost about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. So like, I'm not gonna get better than a 159 now at this point. Am I talking about Pidge? Indeed I am. Wow, what? How'd that not work? Alright. It's looking like a probably 203 or 202 now. Yeah, so me and Pidge live in the same city, so I went to her place a few times, and she taught me how to run this game. This past July and August. So, as I said at the beginning of the run, I'm a very new runner at the game. Oh, what the? Holy moly, this is... this is actually the worst minecart I've had in, like, probably 2 months, actually. This is a delicious one. So that's gonna be, what, 205, I think? 212.75. Holy moly. So yeah, 205.51. Well, she told me about that story actually. I've already crossed the line of high. Yeah, I was on a 253 pace, and then I choked like more than 2 minutes away in that run, which was sad, but oh well. I'll definitely bounce back. That's how you know there's potential. So one of the most BS things, I actually just clipped it yesterday. Like, I've never seen this happen before, where the star in the sea, in the first room, I walked off the ledge to land on the starfish, and I landed on it, but it didn't get killed while I had the star, and I just walked off it for no reason. And then that caused me to be 1 starfish short, so I had to waste time getting into an encounter to make up for the lost EXP. Oh, whoops. What a mistake. So, gotta avoid that artichoker there. If you get into an encounter with it, if you don't jump over it proper. No reset SNES Classic Marathon. Holy moly, I see. Still doing old route. So there's 2 new routes. The newest route is the one that Just Incredible just got world record with about like 3.5 weeks ago, roughly. Maybe it's been 4 weeks at this point. It's fairly recent that he world record. He beat his PB by like 7 seconds, I think. The new route has a lot of gambles though, so you're more likely to reset than to get far in the run, which kind of sucks. So, getting Bowser in the party now. You gotta try and avoid these blue sniffets, because you can't escape the battle from these guys. Booster Tower, though, I love the movement. This is probably my most favorite part of the run. The music is great. The movement is amazing. I feel I'm going to kind of mess up my flow of movement because I'm going to take a safety save here as well. Just in case, because slight mistakes can be extremely costly. So saving here just in case. So I really don't want to get into an unescapable encounter at this point. Or if Knife Guy, Great Guy somehow goes like terribly, terribly wrong in some way. Alright, so that room has a lot of booby traps, and like, if you encounter any of those, you can't escape. And it wastes a ton of time, like 45 seconds at least, if not more. And then also it can screw up your EXP route if you're already like on point on it. So Fake Wario combined with Bowser. Just booster. So you want to grab this goodie bag here. So you're gonna use to. You're gonna sell that in Seaside Town as well. Excuse me. So not a very eventful part of the game coming up. So playing the minigame where you're hiding in the curtains. See, as you can see, you can move around, skip text, jump. So yeah, the way to avoid the traps, there's certain tiles that have the traps of the blue Pataboos, and you. Yeah, spots with coins are always safe, and then there's certain tiles where there's like no encounters, or you have to like jump over them, because they're all 4 square tiles where the traps are. Some are side by side, and also the very top row has like almost nothing. So the ultimate way to lose viewers when doing a stream is to leave the jump on for turbo, to have this annoying noise go down. I like that there's a lot of Easter eggs in this game. Like you can find Link and Samus. Some like perverted stuff, like finding Peach's like suspected to be her dildo, but I'm not sure. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on this. It says her triple X, and like characters be getting mad when you find that. So anyway, so completed the minigame. So here I'm trying to grab the amulet. Holy moly. Alright, so what am I doing here? Swap items. So equip the amulet. And equip Bowser's. So wake up pin and work pants. Work pants is amazing. Alright, so here Brutal. So Bowser's Terrorize has a chance to miss, I think. So you gotta rotate the control pad. Alright, and it hit both. Oh my god, that match was terrible. Whoops. That was the worst match I've actually had, like, ever for Fire Orb. So I gotta waste an attack with Geno to make up for the damage I missed out on there. Which means that this fight is gonna be a little bit slower. Alright, that was a lot better. Oh yeah, also Mallow is not used for the rest of the run. Oh, I got really lucky he did a physical on Mario there. Instead of putting him to sleep, which often happens. So these sleep bubbles and echo finders they're really slow attacks, but they have no effect pretty much on like Bowser and Geno. Peach's mushroom. So yeah, if y'all want to take a guess on how many flower tabs I'm about to get on Booster Hill, I think it's a fun guessing game. Who knows? I've been doing pretty poor in this run in general, so I usually hit double digits. I think my PB has 13 in that run. Yeah, I gotta hear the barrels coming out. So, listening to the audio, but I also hear my furnace acting up, then it's kind of louder than the game. So I didn't turn up my TV. And yeah, tons of RNG in this. Like where the barrels come. That cloud that randomly blocks your view. And no one ever taught me this, but I learned on my own that in the third phase, if you stay at the top row, that you can react to the barrel up there coming out. So I just like always move back up there and then jump on it. So phase 3. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Oh my gosh. Alright, I need to have more than 8 flowers, and this is going really, really poorly. I think I was too greedy on that last sniff right there, if anything. So, pretty sure I got more than 8, but it's close. 10. I think speedrunning was mostly big for GoldenEye 64. I think the Elite was like, I think they were a thing since almost like the beginning of when that game came out. Which was, what year did that game come out? Like 1998 or something? It's extremely old. Oh, actually, I should safely save in case. almost forgot to save. So there's a bit of a chance that I could die to Bunt. So save for the RNG minute. No Culex in this run. Nada. Oh yeah, you turn up the TV volume. My furnace sucks. Indeed, there is a Culex percent category, which is literally like going up to Culex and beating him. So it's significantly shorter. Alright, 1997. True. Thank you. So, kind of random, these guys. Damn it. I was taught to just stay in the middle and let them come to you, but I definitely just took the risk. And got rewarded this time for it. Could have been extremely unlucky, though. Prize for getting all the lost items. You get a kiss if you're fast enough. From the princess. And we always want to go fast, so if you see some alternative outcome that's not that, then you're doing something wrong. But yeah, with the advice of like just staying in the middle and letting the snippets come to you, like instantly on the first try I got it like faster by far than I ever have gotten it. Like only one candle lit up on this. It's pretty fast. So usually you'll get like 1 or 2 lit candles. Like I don't think I've ever seen 3 in a run. So scary fight. The RNG is monstrous in this fight. And mistiming blocks is so crucial. If you mistime a block, it's so crucial sometimes. From the chefs. Oh no, I missed one. If you mistime 2 on Bowser, that's like... Ooh. It can be extremely dangerous. But, so what was I gonna say? When I get to the cutscene in Mushroom Kingdom, I'm going to go pee and leave the turbo controller on. So here, you want to use a red essence because Mario's fragile. You also really hope that it'll freebie, but it didn't for me. But it's an extremely low rate to actually freebie that, so... I think I've had the Energizer freebie like twice ever in a run. Out of like, probably more than 100 fights. Alright, so the cake about to give me the god luck in this marathon, I hope. We'll see. We'll see how the luck is. Phase 2, the candle phase is what's scary about this fight, because you want Geno to survive, but he can very easily die. And Sandstorm right off the bat is one of the worst outcomes that could happen. And a Diamond Sock? Oh no, it's a Blizzard. Never mind. So, praying for a double physical on this next turn, but we'll see. Oh my god, I actually got it. I think if I half-timed the block too, I would have died too. But he gave me a kind of slow ball, so I got very lucky. So Geno's dead. What % chance do you think the boss is a cake? There's an 82% chance that the boss is a cake. Alright. So it should... Oh no, that's not the end of the fight. Whoops. Okay, so I actually wasn't keeping track of his health, so I got to, just to be safe. I don't want to, like, throw away the fight to something stupid. Alright, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I wanted to raise HP with Mallow since he's not used at the end of the run. Or he's not used for the rest of the run anyway. So you just give him HP because it's faster. I'm back. So yeah, part of it's that I've like needing to pee. Like I've really needed to keep drinking like fluid. So in my case, lemon water, since I'm like a bit sick as well. If I want to get better. So I'm probably not gonna drink water for the rest of the run though. But then, pretty much like right after I'm done, I'm gonna just drink a lot of water. 70% chance that thing you're standing on is a cake. So here you come back to get the so the frog coin that you get back from Croco that he stole from Mallow. You get the cricket pie that Frog Fuchsia sent Mallow originally to buy. And there it's just the most convenient time to get it since it's like on the way to the castle. So extremely long cutscene coming up again. In which I guess you guys can AMA if you want. Also talk a little bit about myself. So as I said, I'm Ryan Ford. On the current leaderboards, I'm ranked 15 for the speedrun. Just started my first run in like August at some point. Also ranked 23rd in the world currently for Smash Brothers Melee, which I've been a veteran of that game for a very long time. Also, if you ask stupid questions, I will probably just ignore you. But that being said, expecting y'all to be chill anyway. So far, I've been liking the chat. Like, been reading what I'm reading. Reading while talking and playing. I like the vibe. Everybody making jokes, just chilling. So it's my first ever run in any sort of marathon. So should I say that I was nervous to do it? Slightly anxious because I wanted to. Slightly anxious because I wanted to do good. Do good and not also like sound stupid. I feel about butts. Well, ladies' butts. Right kind of derriere kind of helps, you know. Smash isn't a fighting game. I never said it was a fighting game. Amset Summit had a great performance yet again. So cool. I am Ryan Ford, the Fox player from Canada. So, got that random glitch where, yeah, if you pause, then you, Peach looks all glitchy for some reason there. Really, though, it's supposed to walk out. Walk out of the, walk back into the castle and then walk back out so that, Peach would land sooner. Can't wait for the good old this. This never happened before. Definitely watch enough like GDQs for that. Also, sadly, I probably won't be at Awesome Games Done Quick because I didn't think the registration would. I didn't think it would fill up that fast. Like I was like, all right, in November, I'll just do it, and then Just Incredible told me, he's like, oh, you missed the window, dude. Whoops. Who I made in Melee? I made in Fox. So 20XX, like one of like the old school Foxes. Like I've been playing maining Fox since like 2008. So I was a wee lad, 17 years old. So I had to dodge that guy, that Sniffit, because the encounter is inescapable as well. So you have to like really not touch him. And so after I gave Frog Fuchsius the Cricket Pie, I think that's the name, then had to talk to him again one more time after he gave the Froggy Stick to Mallow, so that he tells you that there's a star sighted on Star Hill, and that unlocks Star Hill on the map. I've definitely had a lot of runs, or I shouldn't say a lot, had a few runs where I've forgotten to do it, and then like, oh well, either like end the run and just like literally host somebody on Twitch, or when I was newer to running, then I'd just tank the time loss. And yeah, when I went to Booster's Secret as well, then Booster's Pass Secret, I went to obtain another Caro Cola and a frog coin so that I would have enough to buy EXP Booster in Seaside Town, which is coming up in like a minute. Dirty Fox main. Maining Fox since Melee came out. One of my best friends that I started competitive Melee with, he had been maining Fox since Smash 64, and he stayed as Fox in Melee. Then we got competitive in Melee together, and then he turns out Fox is like best character in the game. But actually, when we first started playing competitive Melee, then Sheik was ranked first. Cowo TV, thanks for hosting me. For up to 3 viewers. But yeah, if you want to get into the stream chat, go to twitch.tv/speedgaming. And yeah, there's a pretty active chat watching this marathon that I'm doing right now. Or this run for this marathon right now. So, I'm going to have to look at my computer a lot at this point of the run, because everything's kind of complicated in terms of like equips and buying and selling stuff, so I still need to use my notes for this part of the run. For the rest of the run, pretty much. Which here I'm going to buy an EXP booster. 22 frog coins. Which, yep, I had exactly enough. And then, so you go to the shop and you equip, sell, and buy a lot of stuff, so this would be like too much to talk about even if I were to try and point out what I'm doing. Ooh, just short for buying a second bad mushroom. Alright, so I'm gonna take another safety save here, even though it's gonna waste some time. Because the C star, if I mess this up, then like, depending on how badly I mess up, it could just end the run completely. And if I mess up a little bit, it would cost a lot of time, and also waste a firebomb, which is also still a problem. Alright, got the hard part. Alright, I got him. I can't read Japanese. It's too weird. I wish I could, though. Oh damn, chat is really behind compared to me. I guess because it's like rebroadcasted through that stream, so it makes sense why there's like more than half a minute delay. So being told to take the safety save like during the level up already. All right, so just trying to avoid encounters here. Oh yeah, and so I did the swap glitch there, so I paused before grabbing the star. Completely forgot to mention this, I'm sorry. And so I pause the game before hitting the block to get the star, because you can't pause while you have the star on. And then when you get the pause screen open, you swap. When you swap characters, then if they learn a new move when they level up, then character will learn the other character's skill. So what I did was learn Shocker with Peach, because I swapped her and Mallow. And later on in Barrel Volcano with the star, I'm gonna do the same thing to learn Geno Blast on Peach. Yeah, so when Peach hit level 10, then she learned Shocker, because that's when Mallow normally learns it. And here I'm throwing firebombs, really hoping for a freebie, at least one freebie. This is looking like my average runs recently, because for a long time I had such good freebie luck, and I've been having pretty often like really bad freebie luck in terms of bombs, so... here's hoping that I don't, like, screw myself in this run by not getting freebies. So yeah, this room sucks. I usually just wait for that middle bullet bill to shoot. Because yeah, if you get hit by the bullet bill, it pushes you off, and you have to, like, go back. You have to backtrack and get back up there, and try again. So I waste a lot of time. I haven't been pushed off in a long time, but you never know. New mistakes are bound to happen. Oh, this fish is... He was tracking me, holy crap. And then some RNG here, so I'm hoping to not get stuck against the wall by this fish. So the encounter was bad because there's 4 of them, and they're faster than everyone else except Geno. So they're all gonna get in their attack now. Because of that. And sometimes you can get kind of soft locked if the fish like touches you against the wall. Oh, whoops. So I want to swap Peach and Bowser. And then equip this, and this, and this. Excuse me. So barrel jumping. I kind of wanted to do the wrong barrel jumps in case if Sean casts away. Just to trigger him a little, but nah. Doing it the right way is like too ingrained in my muscle memory, to be honest. And yeah, I got extremely unlucky that all those kippers were like The fish were all like there was 4 of them in that group, and that the escape failed right away. So I'm told it's a 50-50 chance for you to escape, whether you escape or fail to escape. So a lot of times you'll get a lot of like first try escapes, and sometimes it'll be like 6th try escape. Sometimes it's just luck of the draw. Damn, I got no freebies at all. So this is looking fairly dangerous for this run. I was really hoping that I get at least one with I was really hoping I got at least one by this point, but didn't get any whatsoever. So I forgot to save before Johnny, so hopefully I don't miss super jumps, because this is the first part of the run where you're gotta do super jumps. So I'm gonna Geno boost Mario, Untime boost, Sleepy Bomb with Peach, so that those minions don't get to attack before Mario. Alright, I got it. First try. Ugh, my eye was starting to burn a little. You lost count, start over. Okay, so I gotta remember to safety save before you're out of it, because this fight can kind of go poorly. Call hacks. Probably should count how many times I blinked too. Super jumps are not frame perfect. It's like a, what, 3-frame window that you can hit it. Which is actually, like, not very forgiving whatsoever. After 13 jumps, it's a 3-frame window. For the rest of them. 128 Johnny's pretty nice. Thanks for the compliment. So you know what? The window of error is 1 frame less than wobbling with ice climbers. So I'm a safety save here. Am I the same Ryan that practiced Smash with Vector? Vector Man, or? Or the Dr. Mario guy from the Dr. Mario player from New Jersey. So you want to use Peach's Shocker on your Ardovich. Just as chat asked. Because you need an audio cue for this one. Okay, I got the first shocker. I think my last PB, I missed all 4 shockers. I couldn't believe it. I've, like, never blew it that hard before. So getting is that Mario is harder than Ice Climbers. Precisely what I'm getting at. Freebie! Aw. So there's an audio cue when the second pitch lowers. Don't hit Geno, please! Nice. And yeah, when the pitch lowers, then hit the button to try and get the time hit there. So I'm gonna try an Ice Bomb and pray. Alright, got 3 shockers in a row. Wow, that missed Mario. Very nice. Holy crap, this game is, like, bodying me in this marathon. Finally got a freebie. Jeez. Oh, and I mistimed the final shocker. I think I was too excited trying to rush the win. But can't be doing that. So yeah, making that mistake can cost like at least 15 seconds. So yeah, rough error, but that's them breaks, right? Yeah, I often choke the final shocker, too. Sorry for my incompetence, everybody. Alright, so gotta remember to go to the shop. I've definitely forgotten to go to the shop after this point, and just lost the run that way, too. A long time ago, though. Making it sound like I'm an old speedrunner, but yeah. So what do I gotta sell? Narrowly misses last shocker. Maybe I was early by a frame or something. So I'm gonna get this red essence for safety. It's not necessary for the run, but even in my regular runs I get it. Oh no, that's a bad mistake to make. At least I didn't get into an encounter though. Whoa! I was about to try and be all dangerous and then I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna reset the room because that was a horrible, horrible mistake. Because yeah, if you're too slow, then you'll get into an encounter with that last beat up there. Alright, so what do I need? I need at least 2 more Ice Bomb freebies. I have EXP booster equipped. I actually don't even know which character has the EXP booster on right now. Steven is correct. It's on Mario. Oh my lord. Alright, I'm gonna take a huge whooping in this run because this freebie luck is so garbage. Jeez. So I'm gonna safety save again when I get to when I get underground in Land's End for the star. I don't even know what movie that is. The Wizard? Oh no. Oh no! What am I doing? That was some brain dead mistakes. Jeez. That made it worse. Holy. Man, that guy's a jerk. Jeez. Alright, please, game. Thank you for a freebie. My god, I'm on a goose chase for those. Okay, so safety saving yet again, because if I mess up the star really badly, then it could be the end of the run, basically. Ooh, that was decent, but not... I messed up at the very beginning, so that wasted just enough time. Harry Potter? True. I didn't get into Harry Potter, actually. I randomly have the Order of the Phoenix book because my mom really wanted me to read books. Oh! That's some cheese. Yeah, she wanted me to, like, read books, so then she got me that one, and it's like, I haven't, like, read any of the other books, or, like, watched the movies. So I'm just like, I don't know what the hell's going on, and then... I've watched, what movies? Chamber of Secrets, Goblet of Fire, I think that's it. Yeah, so I missed the last gecko, and I gotta, grab an extra bird when I get to, the star in Nimbus land. Because I got lucky that that cloud spawned while I had the star, but then it, like, went out of bounds enough that I didn't touch it. So here, the fortune is completely luck-based, so you want him to say, I'm hungry, I wish I had something to eat. And the other one's like, sorry, I don't accept visitors past my bedtime. Which is, I think it's a 50-50, but yeah, that was like 6th try, despite that. So, RNG going pretty awful. Yeah, I could have fixed the EXP by killing that cloud, but I couldn't get it for whatever reason. Alright, so here's a dangerous part to potentially drop super jumps. So I gotta hit 57 of them. Oh man, my eye was hurting a lot again. Alright, continue John's. Oh, and he cloned Peach. That's possibly the worst thing that could have happened to. So yeah, further John, so... I hurt my eye earlier. And now it's like semi-irritated. Oh, damn. And I dropped the super jumps again. For exactly the same reason, actually. Alright, since he cloned Geno, I think that might fix my HP. I'm actually not sure. But I'm also wasting a lot of time, like... There's probably like a minute or more wasted right now. It feels bad. I actually just wish that that moment didn't happen, like... It's like, legit because my eye is irritated. My right eye is irritated, so it like... When I have to stare at the screen too hard without blinking, it's like hurting me, basically. So it's gonna sound disgusting, but because I'm sick, I coughed on my arm, and then I don't know. I guess maybe it didn't cover it enough, but I felt it like some of the cough like went in my eye, and then my eye has been like stinging a little bit ever since. And that was like maybe 2.5 hours ago when that happened. So I tried washing out my eye multiple times, and it like feels a little bit better, but when I have to like focus for the super jumps, it like kills. It's like killing my eye a lot. So I actually don't know how to fix the EXP at this point either. So it's like I feel like a slight pain, and I like twitch a little bit, and I try not to like flinch to it while I'm doing the super jumps, but it like the pain just becomes a little bit too much that I like have to yeah, I don't know where my eye drops are either, so I couldn't even do it. Right? Disgusting. So yeah, I guess further issues now since that just happened. I have no idea how to fix EXP. So one Peach clone and one Geno clone. I don't know if that like evens out, or if I'm like further behind, if I'm slightly ahead, or I don't know. So here, jumping on the Koopas, you gotta... Paratroopas, my bad. So you gotta get to the top in under 12 seconds to get the Troopa pin. Which is a very crucial item, because makes the character boosted. Have like a offense Geno boost. Alright, 1101. Not the worst. Whoops. Ew. Alright, so those bees are really dangerous, so I try to be safe and just wait for them to fly around or away. So, I'm gonna really need these to freebie. These ice bombs coming up. Ooh, counterattack. Oh, I have timed that. That sucks. I'm just gonna play this safe. Yeah, shoutouts to Exachar. Have a world record on the Troopa cliff climb. Does he have it on minecarts as well? I'm not even sure. 155 or something. So no freebie yet again. Yikes. Alright. I'm gonna play this safe. I'm wasting so much time, but I don't know. I just hate the fact that I'm like not freebing ice bombs. So I feel like I'm not gonna freebie the next one. So. Yo, Hurley Glove is dope. I love that shiz. Oh gosh, that does like no damage on him. I was actually just curious for science. Ooh, is he dead? Oh no, he's not. I thought Bowser was dead. So yeah, fight was extremely slow, but it's because I'm tired of no freebies. Alright, so very scary part, I guess, is Dodo now because of the horrendous freebie luck for this run. So I won't be able to use either bomb on him, so I gotta try and see if I can use a bad mushroom on Dodo. Which is also just generally slower too, but I can also risk dying. So there's a weird jump you can do to get around that bird, but I haven't gotten a single time even in practice, so I'm not gonna bother trying. So I just waited for it to fly out of my way. Future top tier. Word. Alright, so up to Nimbus land right now, and it's like the land of cutscenes basically. Piranha Plant and Smash Ultimate. Yeah, so it's land of a lot of cutscenes. There's just like a slight bit of menuing, and there's a lot of movement in the middle areas, which have a lot of scary encounters. So you're pretty much just trying to avoid encounters mostly, and getting to the fights that you need. And I legit don't even know what to do for the XP route since I messed up. Got a perfect block on Dodo. I can't block his physical perfectly. For whatever reason, I just can't do it. I've looked at the guides, I've been told advice, and I just can't, like, ever. So, whoops. So, I'm not gonna think that I can do it now, all of a sudden, when I never could before. Alright, so lots more cutscenes. Oh, Smithy fight might actually be scary too. Because the ants only dropped one pick-me-up. I could have bought more for safety. And I still could buy more for safety later. Which I might. When I get to that final toad. Okay, so when I get to Valentina, or the long cutscene with Valentina inside the palace, I got to remember to save after that before the start. For two reasons. You need to check the backup. or the backup strats for the star. Since I don't know what I'm doing, I gotta not screw up. And then also, what was the other reason? Oh, in case I die to Dodo. Because now it's very likely, because I didn't freebie like one firebomb at all. Don't know how to time block the multi-strike. I can time the multi-strike, but I can't do his normal attack. It's too hard. And I didn't have enough coins to buy an extra bad mushroom. So I'm going to have to not use the bad mushroom on Birdo. And you'd either have to gamble a freebie or just not use it at all. So I'm going to not use it on Birdo and hope that either get high enough damage rolls to just kill in 3 hits, or if not, then hope that Bowser or Geno's attack will kill. Mallow being a prince, looking exactly like his father when he's young. You know, I think his color is different from his father. Like, his father is darker, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I think Mallow or Geno would have been cool for Smash Ultimate. There's a lot of options they could have had for in terms of moveset, because they have so many equips, like spells, different spells. Valentina's margarita? Oh, that's why she has that glass in her hand, I guess. It looks like a wine glass in her hand. So, North American censorship. Also, I love this music at this part. Like waltzy, bouncy feeling. So, not much to say about this part. You just gotta jump when his helmet covers his eyes, so that he doesn't see you jumping. You can kind of do it with the rhythm of the music as well. Alright, so yeah, the rest is just like pure movement here. So trying to avoid encounters. So if you take that line, you should like always avoid an encounter at that point. And these guys like unreactable. Oh shoot! It's been a while since I've actually touched that by mistake. Well, yeah, you can walk past them. Walk past the heavy trooper, and not get into an encounter. I messed up though. So yeah, I just do normal attacks to break the egg. So you need 5 hits, I think. So I think in Japanese, Birdo's name is Catherine. Ooh, got an extremely low damage roll for the first attack. So this fight might go bad because I'm trying to preserve that bad mushroom. Alright, I got probably the highest damage roll, I think. They got the lowest, then I got the highest. So evened out, roughly. Not very good. Yeah, Birdo has 777 HP. Oh, I think I'm really ahead on EXP then. So I don't even know what I'm supposed to do as a backup. So Mario should not have leveled up right there. Fan jump, complete, and then I messed up the easier part. Oh, I hope I don't triple fail escape right here. And I triple failed escape. So now this is going to waste a crap ton of time and various other problems. Yeah, because they all do extremely slow attacks, so it like wastes a ton of time. In addition to that, Bowser just taking damage in general is a big issue for that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something weird. I'm probably just gonna use Peach and heal. I'm gonna use Peach and heal Bowser. Because, so yeah, whoever just sent me a follow on my Twitch, I appreciate it. Why don't I look at it while we're at this long? Beerman247. Appreciate it. So yeah, I hit the fan jump and then got completely dicked by the next part after. But that's them breaks. Alright, so what am I doing? I don't even know where the screen is to use specials for people. Alright. So... oh my god. I actually don't know what to do for EXP. So I might have to experiment for this part, and if Peach levels up after this fight on Valentina, if Peach levels up on this fight after Valentina, then I have to reset. Reset and do the star and the fight again. So, we will see. Fork me up. Word. Oh my gosh, I'm at 2 hours at this part. It's kind of slow. Where's my super suit? It's on Mario, buddy. So yeah. So Dodo fight. So he takes Bowser into a duel, one-on-one, and can use a variety of attacks. That physical is the one that I, just for the life of me, can't block. Ooh, and I freebie, of course. Alright, I blocked that one. Ooh, he missed. Alright. Alright, survive the fight, at least. But since Dodo's poison, that's also gonna waste more time each turn. Ooh, that attack is so slow. But it might kill Geno, which... yeah. Rip. Yeah, so Peach needs to learn Geno Blast with the skill swap. When I get the star in Barrel Volcano. So that's the important part. If she levels up after this fight, then she won't be able to learn Geno Blast. So I have to reset if she levels up and redo this fight. I forgot your Kappa. Alright, rip Bowser. Well, yeah, this part of the fight is laggier, so it, because this part of the fight's laggier, then the block timing is different too on Dodo's attacks. Alright, should be the end of the fight. I think because there's so many different character sprites. Alright, so Bowser should level. And alright, no Peach. Sick. If I had to reset, the way I would fix it is... so I saved before I got the star in Nimbus Land. So I would have killed like one less enemy or something in Nimbus Land. Yeah, redoing the star. Because I killed 6 enemies with it. Which would have been normal if I didn't, 1, miss the gecko, and 2, didn't screw up on Balloon 2 for the fight. So anyways, super long cutscene, yet again. The Mallow reuniting with his parents, and then being... oh yeah, that save block is gone. For some reason in this next room, the save block is gone. Like, it's not there anymore. Thanks Valentina and Dodo for the follow. Alright, yeah, as a sellout, yeah, definitely follow me on Ryan_Ford522 if y'all can. Or pretty much play like this, speedrun this and play Melee. Well, anyways, so Barrel Volcano, I like this part a lot. Like everything about it. The music, the movement's quite nice. Oh, I guess the boss fights kind of suck, but it is what it is. Czar Dragon sucks. Accent Rangers is like not too bad, unless if you are stuck with only one ice bomb in the fight. Then it could be a pretty big disaster at that point. Alright, so here we go. The bass, this music. Oof. Love it. Alright, so here comes the star. I hope to not make mistakes on it. So I have to change equips, but I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Oh, that was it. Okay, I remember. Didn't even need my notes. Alright, I think I leveled up enough. So, Geno learned Comeback with from Peach. And here's Peach learning Geno Blast. Yeah, that's a no on Culex. I was actually asked to like show Culex. Asked to show Culex like after the run, but I don't know enough about the game to be able to do it. To do it at a low enough level. So sorry about that, everybody. I'm too much of an amateur, basically. Which one did I touch? I hope it was... Okay, sick. Nice. Yeah, apologies about that. So Mario should gain a level, making the Czar Dragon fight easier. Wow, they actually like cleared a path for me too. So what am I doing? Equip attack scarf, swap armors back. Whoops. So this thing, trying to skip that battle. That jump is, I've been told it's really hard to do, but I've also been told that no one ever gets it on their first run. But I actually got it on my first run. I think I've missed it in like 3 runs ever. So I don't even know how to explain that. You just have to like do like a spin jump in like a precise spot to avoid it. Alright, so Czar Dragon. So I think I have 2 ice bombs left. So if I do, I'm going to burn them here in this fight. Yeah, I got 2 left. Okay. Obviously, hope for freebies. And of course the freebie comes finally. Ooh, that's really unlucky. And possibly Geno or Bowser's gonna get killed too with it. Okay, neither of them. Nice. But yeah, I think it's just a random chance for him to do that attack. Wow, freebied both ice bombs like right at the end. All of a sudden I'm having good freebie luck, kind of. So yeah, everyone but Mario's dead. And this guy's doing a really slow attack, which is going to have no effect on Mario as well. So if anything, this fight is generally, or not this fight, the rest of the run is generally fairly safe from like losing. 1 second. Yeah, it's like generally safe. Like, you're usually risk-free from, semi-risk-free from losing the run, but, oh, 420-69, right? It's the perfect RNG. Oh, I could have done 11 ultra jumps instead of 12 there, I just realized. I actually barely hit the damage threshold to be able to do it. Oh well, no biggie. Wasted a small amount of time. It really rocked your world. Holy moly. I actually wish that this run was in real time so that I could like, so that you guys could hear my reply like way faster. The cheesy puns. So yeah, again to Axum Rangers. What is there to say about this? So when I use the first, so I'm gonna use a rock. Like I have one rock candy in my inventory, and I'm gonna hope that it freebies. Because if you freebie the rock candy, it's faster for that fight, so you can use the freebied one. If I don't freebie it, I do have one fire bomb and at least one ice bomb now at this point, so I can do the second fastest strat for the fight at least. Because I conserved the fire bomb the whole time, and yeah, I just freebied enough ice bombs. Go, go, Axum Rangers! Sorry about all the sneezing too, by the way. Well, that's sick. Someone's got all the Power Ranger emotes. I like that. Alright, so rock candy. Chasing them because we need to ask them a question. Wow, I'm surprised. Usually when I don't freebie the rock candy, I always freebie the fire bomb or ice bomb that I use next after. So I'm trying to hit all the rangers at least once. Well, pink is dead, so the other 4 at least once. God, really good RNG for that this time. So, you know, now they're saying all their lines like, "Yo, Red, what? I'm hungry. Chew your tongue." Stuff like that. "Yo, Red, what? My shade's broke." Bless the announcer. Thank you. So what do I do next? I got a Geno boost Mario. Time boost as well. And then I attack. Yo, Red, my makeup's running. We'll change brands. I actually don't remember what green says specifically. Sometimes marathon luck is the opposite, where you're just super lucky. Like that breaker beam missing just now on both Bowser and Geno. Actually, it's kind of unlucky because Geno being alive is just slower. Because then you have to do his turn where you defend. So Bowser surviving is at least safe in case I mistimed like too many attacks, but then Geno being alive is actually just slower altogether. Birdo would be a good pick ranger. Holy moly, I got like 10 new followers. Appreciate it, everybody. I was just looking at my email. I muted my laptop so that, because I feel that the mic probably picked up the notifications earlier. So I'm yeah. Alright, so what am I doing here? I'm gotta talk to Mallow's parents again. And then they're like, "Oh, Mallow, you're old enough to ride the bus now." Oh, I didn't camera minute. Whoops. That was a mistake. I was supposed to walk to the bottom right corner and like so the camera wouldn't scroll that slow just now before all the text comes up. I wasn't even looking at the screen during that time. Yeah, I just completely forgot to. She was about to say. So yeah, so you gotta take the bus and go to Bowser's Keep since the bridge is broken. They finally found a way to get into Bowser's Keep, basically. Which is via some cloud bus. So I don't know how to do the Nimbus Land Manip for Bowser's Keep 2, so I still do the Mario's Pad Manip. And here I always, because I always forget to practice the quiz beforehand, then I have a mobile app thanks to Pid Zero. It's on the SMRPG wiki as well. And so you can do the quiz in Japanese. So pretty much it's just like pattern memorization, since the answer set is always the same. It's always in the same place. So you just gotta remember the order and how the text is. So right now I'm like literally practicing it on my phone to hopefully not lose the quiz, because sometimes I lose the quiz in runs because I forget. Forget answer sets every now and then. But yeah, I got one wrong out of like 17 just now, so I might be okay. Toast Mallow over a roasting fire and then eat him. But he's a prince. Whoops. Wow, tool assisted. So Mario's Pad Manip. So you save here, and then reset. Go back into the file, and then reset. Go back into the file, and just walk into the grass, or walk into like the trees spot, and then hold down forward, and then it should manipulate what room is which door is which inside Bowser's Keep. Because you want to get the quiz, the Dr. Topper ones, so his quiz and his other one, with like the solitaire and stuff, and then the two platforming ones. Using a literal tool to assist me. So hopefully I got the minute, because it's not hard to do at all. For the Mario's Pad. It's 16 seconds slower though. I got one wrong already. Alright. So yeah, generally if you get two questions wrong, if you get two questions wrong, then you lose automatically. Unless if the very first question was wrong, then you can afford to get two wrong and barely win. Because it moves you down 2 tiles. Oh yeah, 15. I almost forgot to count. That would have been kind of embarrassing. This one's 45. So, just remember 45. Yeah, so if you get it wrong, get them wrong. You get 2 wrong, you lose. Unless it's the first one, because you get moved down move down 2 spots for every wrong answer, and moved up 1 spot for a right answer. Full assisted runs. Alright, so marathon. It's also in Japanese, so you have to determine who came in what place in the marathon. So this is first place. That's third place. And that's last place. Level 3. Yeah, the low level run is such a meme. I ate your pie. It's pretty entertaining when he's doing it, but I haven't seen him do it in a while. Damn, I'm being told 45 right now in chat. That's how far behind it is. So, you want 21... Whoever gets the 21st coin in this chest loses, basically. Somewhere between 44 and 46. So he gave me an extremely slow pattern there because you have the potential to jump faster than he does for coins. Also, this minigame is super simple if you know what to do. It's like grab it all in 4 jumps. If you don't know what to do there, then it's actually can be pretty complicated. There's many roundabout ways to solve it. And then here, just learned and memorized like the pattern that I read on the wiki, basically, for the cannonball solitaire. I remember having a really hard time as a kid for this minigame in particular. And I commonly hear people having a tough time. Alright, and so I think that's 2 rock candies now. And so now the platforming rooms is pretty much just all execution. And I'm going to play it extremely safe and grab a firebomb as well. Over here, which is a bit under 3 seconds slower for you to get that. Go out of your way to get that. But it's for safety for Smithy, in case of like lack of freebies and stuff. And so, oh, I missed the that cutscene skip there, which saves like 2 seconds, I think. Where you can walk around that that Donkey Kong. If you like walk on the edge of the scene there. And so this part. So sometimes that Bob-omb can be a jerk and just get in your way. And he's coming after me now. Somehow I avoided that. What the heck? Yo, I cheated the game really hard. So now to grab some items. Hopefully I don't fall in the lava here by mistake. Whoops. I actually got moved a little bit further when I grabbed that. It's pretty neat. So grabbing the royal syrup there. It's mostly for Smithy, actually. The final boss. So try and make sure that you have enough FP. Especially if you suck at super jumping, which I have never hit 100 super jumps on Smithy's second phase ever. Whoops. And there I grabbed Caro Cola for that's also for Smithy as well. Because I didn't freebie the one I used on Yardovich, then I had to spend extra time grabbing that one. So here you want a fright bomb. Oh, there it is. I usually freebie that, but not this time. And I mistimed Geno's attack. So I don't want to mistime 2 attacks. Otherwise, I could be screwed for this fight. Oh no! That is bad. I might have to redo the whole Bowser's Keep again. That's funny. I actually missed. It's a little too early on Mario's attack there. Yikes. Alright, so I got lucky that it wasn't... He didn't summon a giant Bob-omb. Otherwise... I think I could have lost the fight there. And also I don't have to worry about EXP at all anymore, so... That's not a big deal that happened. I don't even know if you gain EXP from fighting those summons too. Sensei! Alright, Thwomp Room. So jumping, because the quakes will stop you, basically. Yeah, I forgot to save right before fighting. But yeah, see the scary part of the game? Where you can sometimes just occasionally mistime attacks. So... what am I doing here? I need to land 47 super jumps on this next turn. Wow, that almost killed me. Oh no. Ugh, getting destroyed, dude. Ooh, twice! Yikes. I am so sorry for this poor performance that I'm doing. Holy shit, man. I'm actually so sorry. Like, don't know what else to say. Oh well, it is what it is. So now that he's blue, he's I can do more damage with physical attacks, I think. So I'm just gonna try and like beat him to death. No. 27 short. I was very short on the super jumps. Didn't sell those jumps at all. Alrighty. This is the flu game of the marathon. Rip Boomer. Usually, when I've watched other runners, people usually Bible thump that part. It's cute. Oh, whoops. So, the cheese. You know what it is. So yeah, when Exor's guard is down, then you Exor's guard is down, then you can Geno Whirl does 10,000 damage about. So yeah, a little bit of a long cutscene here. I love the English part of this. Oh, I love the English part of this quite a bit, where Bowser says stuff like, "I can't just be friends with these cretins," and like stuff like that. And then when he's acting all tough, and then he's like, and then in brackets, he's like, "I'm so sly." So I'm gonna save here because Countdown can be a jerk. Shandoho. So yeah, I like the movement for this part. But I messed up. Alright, instant escape at least. Oh, I'm stuck in a wall. Even though I thought I wasn't. So that's what's up. Alright, third try escape. Didn't fall off, but, you know, slow. Don't forget the haiku. Oh, whoops. I was brain dead there. My bad. So yeah, countdown. The RNG master. So, numerous amount of ways the fight could go. You want every character to survive on first turn, and that will make the fight nice. And I got extremely lucky, possibly. As long as he doesn't ice rock Bowser. Actually, that might kill Bowser too. Oh, never mind. So that was amazing RNG, and I wish that that would happen in a run, actually. I've never had that happen in a run, ever. Oh, except for my very first run, my bad. Oh, no freebies on the rock candies at all. But yeah, this is like the ideal fight for countdown. But it just never happens in a normal run. Like, if I had my splits right now, actually wait, because I made all those mistakes before getting to the fight, never mind. It would completely offset that. But if I didn't like get into the encounter and fall off, and I had a fight like that, I probably would have saved like a minute over my current PB splits for that part. So, hit that swag jump. Whenever I'm ahead, like really ahead in a run, I don't go for that jump. Because it's hard to do, and it's like, or it's easy to mess up. I shouldn't say hard to do. And it costs a bit of time if you miss. To save 4 seconds. Ah, I jumped late there. I've been missing that jump a lot. I practiced jumping over that guy a lot, but then I still miss it pretty often in runs. So I really don't want to touch these machine-made axums, because they could waste a lot of time. Like, I had a run where I lost like 2 minutes from encountering one before. And then it took like how many tries to escape the fight. So I'm gonna save here just in case too. Never ever ever. Alright. 37 super jumps. Alright, I hit that one at least. Alright, so next fight. This fight's a little bit scary. Just a little bit. So I gotta do a time boost here, because there's a chance that Mario could get killed otherwise. Because poison from Earthlink will just kill. Oh, and that's the slowest attack I could have gotten, I think. Fortunately, he didn't do it on Bowser, because that also would waste a lot of time. Like, Bowser getting feared. That should kill. And here I need to do 64 super jumps on Earthlink. So yeah, his poison attack would one-shot. I think it does like 68 damage to Mario, and you can't block it either. So that's Carny Kiss, I think. So I can block that one, at least. Oh no, I dropped it already. The worst part is, that one's supposed to be easier. The super jumps. Because you have a 5-frame window of error instead of 3 frames. Because of the lag. I dropped it again. I suck, dude. Alright, should be it. So, at least he didn't use rap. So what do I do here? Change armor, give Peach feathers, swap accessories. Yeah. Oh, and I didn't equip Super Slap on Peach, because I always forget. Because the notes for this category has not been updated yet, so I always forget, or almost always forget. You know? So here's just kind of brain dead using Geno Blast. Another thing to mention, so when you drop super jumps with Mario, the very first jump does 8 super jumps worth of damage. So if you drop it and start again, then you count 8 higher than what you left off at. This game is rough without walkthrough. That is true. Peach cosplaying as Geno. So yeah, there's a skill swap for you. Peach No Blast. That's the Peach Beam from Paper Mario. You know when it gets boosted by by Twink at the end of the game. So the most useful toad in the game gives you a rock candy for free. Second most useful toad's the one that gets you that frog coin at the beginning of the year. Maybe. Everyone wants to be Geno. Ladies want to love him, guys want to be him. This is how it is. So yeah, pretty much just like Geno Blast and Attack is like the pretty much the trend of this. Oh, I probably should not have mistimed that block, or shouldn't have just missed the block entirely. So that could have been risky. if Peach got attacked later and if I messed up. Then I have to waste time reviving her and stuff. So here's the haiku. I used to memorize it, but I actually don't remember. The moon over my bronze is wasted on these fools, something like that. I don't remember. So after the haiku, I'm supposed to swap armor with Mario and Peach, and then swap accessories with Peach and Geno. Shovel Knight. You guys are wild. Alright, 39 super jumps. Let's hope I really don't mess this up. Alright, and then rock candy with Geno. Wasting my time with that counter attack, jerk. Ooh, no rock candy freebies at all. And I forgot to check if check if that machine made Yarodovich dropped the rock candy or not. I don't think he did. So I think I'm using oh, I should have saved after this fight, but whatever. Waste a small amount of time. Because I'm gonna go back and save after. Because if I happen to mess up or lose to Smithy, then I'm gonna redo that. Alright, let's see how many I got. So yeah, 2 ice bombs and 1 rock candy. So yeah, I gotta use the 2-1 strat for my notes. Of course, I freebied that. So what do I do? Peach, defend. Okay. Nice bomb. I'm gonna shock her on Gunyul, correct? Yeah. I really have to do this, this strat specifically. So usually you don't have, usually you don't have 2 ice bombs and 1 rock candy by this point. It's usually just some other variable, almost always. Oh, I was supposed to land twice on Gunyul with Mario's Ultra Jump. That was a mistake. And yeah, I didn't freebie any of those items, so seems like playing it safe was safe. Redundancy. But yeah, so I took the safety strat to grab an extra firebomb, just in case, for Smithy. So I wouldn't have to resort to using like a fright bomb or something as the strat. How did Peach just use Shocker? With the skill swap glitch, I did it when I got the star in the sea. So when you pause the game to go into the menu, like your equips and stuff, then the game advances a few frames, but you can't pause while you have the star active. So if you're jumping towards the chest that has the star in it and you press pause, then as the game advances, you get the star while you're paused. And if you swap characters in the party slots, if they level up and learn a move at the level that the characters were supposed to learn their attack, then the wrong character will learn it. So at level 10, Peach will learn Shocker, because Mallow learned Shocker at level 10, because the positions are swapped. You do it again for Peach at level 14 in Barrel Volcano, so that she learns Geno Blast as well. And when you do that to learn Geno Blast, sometimes Geno also learns Comeback from Peach. But yeah, which I learned it this time. This run. So I need to do 78 super jumps because it did less than 204 damage. So this is a scary one to drop, so I gotta be good about this. Alright, I got it. Love this music for this fight too. So good. I have a few remixes of it as well. So yeah, one of the PBs that I screwed up on and lost a lot of time, like my third last PB, I think or maybe second last PB, I misread my notes and I purposely dropped the super jumps by one. Literally one. And because of that, it costed me like 2 minutes for this fight. Because I read the notes, I thought I was supposed to do 76 super jumps, and I was supposed to do 77 when using the Ice Bomb strat, because I got a really low damage roll. And I messed it up, basically. But I PB'd again after that, but I also choked other time away in the next PB, so. Current world record was like, would have been done this run like a minute and a half ago. About. Like after credits done. So yeah, this fight is just dangerous all around. Love the music, yet again. So yeah, I really suck at super jumping on this fight, especially. I mean, I've been sucking all around so far. Ooh, yikes. Ah, 66, I think. Whoops, I actually did not mean to scroll the screen. I wish he were already dead, buddy. Wow, I actually hit 100 super jumps on. I actually hit 100 super jumps. That's my first time ever on this fight. Wow. I talked about how I was for sure not going to get it. That's crazy. Like, even in practice or anything, that's the first time I've ever gotten 100. But that's the end of the game. It was actually a horrible, horrible run. But oh well, I think that was what it's probably gonna be about 6 or 7 minutes lower than my PB. Wow, I hit some high one. Yeah, a lot of times I screw up super jumps at like under 40, like almost every time. You can't do more than 100 super jumps. The game just caps you at 100. But wow, I didn't even practice it beforehand either. So anyways, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I actually don't know if they want me to watch the whole cutscene for the end timing, because this legit is like 10 minutes long, like more than 10 minutes long. So I'm gonna ask them about that. I'm not too sure. Or if any of them are in the chat, can reply to me on Discord if you heard that. 8-hour booster, low percent fight resets in the marathon. Oh. Alright, so I've been given the go to wait until the end cutscene is done, since we're ahead of schedule for this event. Like 20 minutes ahead of schedule, so which makes sense, because I assume the estimate for me to complete this run was like 310 or something. Thank you very much for the compliments, guys. Appreciate it. Don't lose patience. You're probably like in a hospital or something. So yeah, I'll do my best to interact with chat a little bit more now. I wish it was more in real time because it's like more than 30-second delay. Yo, should I just say screw it and just redo the run entirely? Nah, I'm kidding. So yeah, those people in my Twitch chat, thank you for the support too. I seen you all talking, but it's hard to address two different chats, so that's why I kept saying that y'all should definitely have come into the Speed Gaming chat. You know, interact with the people there and chill. But yeah, so probably for some more. Cool and unique sprites in the ending, indeed. So for this run in general, yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to push for, I'm trying to push for at least top 10. Is my short-term goal right now. Well, short-term goal, because it could definitely just take really long. I would like to break into the top 4 as well. And yeah, I see in the Twitch chat, yeah, yeah, if y'all don't mind to shoot me a follow on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Ryan_Ford522. My Twitter is the same as well. Do I stream Melee as well? Yeah, I was streaming Melee a few hours before I started to stream this marathon run. A friend of mine, his tag is Jamrun, who's he's like pretty much our only Peach main that we have locally. We chill pretty often, so he came over and he wanted to practice against Captain Falcon, so I was using mostly Falcon during our session this time. He's also doing his first ever casual playthrough of the first Paper Mario, so we also streamed that for a bit, and I basically kicked him out to do this stream. But I mean, he also has work in the morning, so he actually like had to leave relatively soon anyway. So he reached the toy town, or the toy box in Paper Mario, but then he died, so he has to, and didn't save, so he has to go back to right after he beats Hubble Bubble, or whatever that boss's name is. Stop the timer, world record ruined. Yo, Parker JP, thank you for the follow. Yeah, there's actually a ton of follows. Getting emails for. Appreciate it, y'all. And the congrats, the GGs. Appreciate it from everybody. I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you Culex, but I don't know what the optimal strats are to fight, or even where to begin to go there. I have a casual save file in English that. Oh wait, no, actually, I think I already beat Culex in that. Never mind. So yeah, I wouldn't know how to do like the fight properly. I'd probably just go in and lose, to be honest, because I wouldn't know what I'm doing. I get that world record. Thank you, man. That's a very long ways away. Like my PB currently is 256.39, I think, and then world record, which was just set maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago, by Just Incredible. So he PB'd his own run, or he beat his own world record time with I forget what it is, 2:47.16, something like that. He's definitely gonna get a 2:46 soon. Like, he's been on pace so many times and so close. He's also the only runner to get like 2:47s currently, which is crazy. Why do I play in Japanese? Faster text. So it saves roughly like 9 to 10 minutes over English text, because the Japanese characters are less than English characters for like words. So the text goes by way faster. And you can actually notice it. For example, if you're fighting Axum Rangers, if you played in English and then played in Japanese, you can like pretty greatly tell the difference. Nimbus Land in general, you can really tell as well. And the beginning of the game, you can tell the difference. For example, like when I got taught by Pidge, she had like a screen display. So she had a monitor that was capturing from her her console, and then I was playing on another TV, and so hers was directly above mine. So she would show me the movement of what she's doing and explain it, and then I would copy what she does by like watching what she did. And like she was in Japanese and I was in English, and I could like, when we both enter a cutscene at the same time, you can like really see the difference that Japanese makes. And because of Japanese, invented Super Mario. Better bugs? No. Not for this game. Not for this game. There are some games that are like that, though, where you, where there's, like, certain glitches that may be, like, Japanese only or English only, and that could potentially be the deciding factor of whether or not the language region difference matters. Yeah, if there's like glitches that might have been patched in like a later version, or gotten broken in a later version. Do I primarily run this game or run other Mario games? Yeah, so far this is the only game I speedrun. I just started like more seriously speedrunning in August, so I'm very new to actually being in the community. And yeah, Smash Bros. Melee is like my primary game that I play. Cause yeah, I've like been sponsored for it. I've traveled around like a lot of North America to compete. Things like that. And currently ranked like top 25 in the world in that game. And third in my country. So the D is coming up. Oh crap, I didn't stop the timer at all. Uh-oh. Huh, I wonder if the splits are just left in. That's hilarious. What? Well, so yeah, that was like a high 304 for that run. Yet again, thank you very much, everybody, for watching and the support as well, and listening to me ramble on for like 3 hours about pretty much anything. Yeah, I'll be back on the grind at some point. Wednesday Night Fight in California, I have not. I've watched a stream for them, for like fighting games. So yeah, I might be going to NorCal or SoCal soon. NorCal and SoCal for tournaments, and Seattle. in about 2 weeks from now. Got way too close to estimate. Watch the VOD for actual time. True. Definitely could. Yes, thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate the love. But yeah, yeah, I'm just waiting for them to tell me when I'm done, basically. When I'm done, basically. And then I'll host somebody on my stream afterwards. Okay, I got the go-ahead to wrap up now, so... Yeah, as I said, like, 30,000 times during that part, thank you very much for watching, everybody. So yeah, I'm Ryan Ford. It was an honor to actually, like, do a marathon with everybody. I like the vibes, like the chat a lot. First time ever doing a marathon run, so that was also cool. Anything else? I actually don't know what game is coming up next. Yikes. I feel so bad about that, actually. Definitely should have done my homework on that. Alright, anyways, peace out, everybody. Thanks again for everything, pretty much. I'm gonna maybe